Today I'm going to be talking about the Caitlyn Jenner issue. As we thought that she was done a few years ago, after all that problematic stuff, she comes back to haunt us with attempting to run for governor of California. Now, California has fallen for celebrities to be governor in the past. That is just a fact. And also, of course, the United States as a whole. Because the last person was there too. But we can't fall for her actually becoming governor under the ruse of being progressive because she's trans. Because let's remind people, she's a conservative Republican, first off. She was a Trump supporter. We have seen her wearing MAGA hats. And also she had her friends in her show I Am Kate go to a Trump rally to kind of show off and all that stuff, what Trump was about. This was in the beginning of his campaigns, I believe, I can't remember. But also we forget, right before she came out, I believe it was, there was a hit and run, pretty much, I believe, though, and Caitlyn Jenner was involved. And it costed the life of some people. And from what I saw, she wasn't charged at all. So she got away with a murder. Basically because she's a celebrity. Now, do I think that Caitlyn Jenner also gave a ruse of really supportive for the trans community, and maybe for less than a year, like a couple of months, she was actually really supporting the community, but the rest of the time it was just going backwards. We had such hope this would be our Ellen moment right at the beginning. We were just so hopeful that Caitlyn was going to be our Ellen moment, and she fell very short of it, of course. So we got to be also just careful about that, is that says she's a proven winner, which, yes, you are a proven winner at running fast. That's about it. When it comes to that, you being proven winner. And we really don't want people who are political to always be trying to be in a political area of the government. If you actually have experience with that is one thing. If you're just doing it is another. I prefer someone to have a political background of some sort to go into the government. Not anyone, just anyone. No, please don't. I don't understand why people who have absolutely no experience in government or anything about that stuff want to be governor. It just doesn't make sense. Or, of course, what happened last time, it was president. I just don't get it. Also, she doesn't exactly represent the everyday people, which is kind of an issue, but for some reason, and probably will not fly with California. That's just straight up. I highly doubt that she'll get too far in California, because of the fact that you're working with a lot of liberals in the area, and they have very certain views on certain things, and your history shows kind of otherwise at times. The Ellen interview that she did right when she came out was so cringeworthy. And it's just how she viewed gay people versus, it was a clusterfuck. And what has she really done? She did a couple speeches, that's about it. And her show she tried something at the very beginning to try and help people, and then it just became self-centered, in my opinion. Like, she's more persona than anything, than a celebrity. Like, no, please don't. I just don't want to see California go down a bad route under the guise that you are being extremely liberal because she's trans. We don't want her there. She's not. Yes, she is trans, but most trans people do not agree with her views, and most trans people completely would not want her to be governor. Period. Like, and some people might think this is a way to get in to be calling her her birth name and the wrong pronouns, which, no, it doesn't matter that she's doing all this stuff and we don't like her doing that. We still have to give her the respect that she deserves by using her name and her pronouns. That's just what it is. It doesn't matter what she's done or misled in a way the world to think about trans people, which I think she tried though. It didn't work at all for her. She claims that she had people actually, she donated to people, and then they took back their donation because of her views, and apparently, like, it's harder to come out as a Republican than being trans. Like, why? You just dig yourself a hole. Like, what are you doing? And there's a reason why most trans people and LGBT people are not Republican. Because under the law, most of the times, we would not have gotten the same rights as literally anyone else, if not for liberal views. Like, I think she was also originally having an issue on gay marriage. I can't remember, but I remember there being a whole craziness, this issue on Ellen. So just don't fall for her. Just don't. She's not a good person. Does she happen to be in the trans community? Yes. Should you vote for her because she's trans? No. If you like her views on something, sure, then vote for her. Do I recommend it? No. Just please don't vote for Caitlyn Jenner just because she's trans, and I don't think she has the best for California. I don't think so. You might be a proven winner for some things, just that's in running. That's not for a lot of other things. And in my personal opinion, this is no shade on anyone or her or something, but she's a has-been. The only reason why she's still a thing right now, other than her being trans and like Caitlyn Jenner, former Olympian, yada yada yada, is because of her relationship with the Kardashians and her being on the Kardashians. That's the only reason why you're a celebrity. And most people have a bad view on the Kardashians as like keeping up with the Kardashians is a cringe show for a lot of people. So I'm just saying, that's the only reason why she's still a celebrity, a well-known celebrity. So I'm just saying, please don't vote for her. I don't think it'll be a good idea at all. Especially if you're under the guise that it will be good for trans people. I kind of just doubt that because of her past views. Maybe she'll try and help a little bit, but we also have to keep in mind of her roots as a Republican and her support of Donald Trump, who literally tried to revoke so much stuff for the trans community. Like, just don't do it, please.